Good Monday morning. Cheers. Mug, 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 mug. Thank you for joining us. I see that we have JP Lawns and Nor and PA Patriot Prospecting in the house. Oh, and Guido's just came through the door. Wow, you are up bright and early, 7 a.m., right? Something like that for you. Good morning, mugga, mugga, muggas. We got some of the members of the bar here, the bar family. Hope all is well with everyone. Look, who's that up there on the TV? I put our live stream up on the TV, so we're a little bit behind. It's like I just pointed to the TV on the TV now, so yeah. But that's okay, because I got the volume down pretty much. But it's just so, instead of staring at his TV show that isn't showing it, I'm talking, he can at least see, hey, oh, I just went to pull him away from the dog, see, but I already pulled him away. Okay, stop looking at the big TV, that's for the baby. How's everybody doing? Chilling and Grilling Adventures with Dan Beads in the house. Good morning, Dan. Thanks for joining us. Hope today is a good morning for you. So we got a little mail yesterday. Are you dripping that on purpose, kid, or is this leaking? Sorry, I always do an experiment. I always let the stuff gush into the nipple, flip it back. Oh, so hold on. It might just very well be. I don't have it screwed on the right thread. Oh, we don't want you to get soaking wet. I don't want you to get soaking wet. Let's see. Some nappies over here. Sorry, guys. I usually do this beforehand because I don't want them going to drink something and have it come pouring out the opposite way. You know what I mean? There we go. Yeah, all better. Oh, good morning, he's saying. Okay. I can pretty much guess why. Okay, it's caca. It's the eagle screech time. This is what he does at 5 o'clock in the morning in a tin can on top of a mountain in Vermont. Did I get your nip? No. You would have been doing that if I did. Caca. That just does not sit right with me. Guess we don't really need it. Right? Oh my lordy, Lord. Somebody's in a decent mood, I would say. A court for the chillins. Good luck. No, you gotta listen and do what I do. The hand. Psst. Court for you. Oh no. Ooh. Caw. Bird calls Monday morning with Bean and Little Sprout. Ooh. well, who, my. If I give you a Cheeto, will you go away? Do you guys know dogs that are spiteful? Do things out of spite. I let him out numerous times. I wrote it in the chat how I was getting prepped before the live stream, right? So I obviously didn't close the hallway door all the way. I heard him coming, so I closed it that last inch on his. I didn't close him in the door, but it was like, no, you know what? Okay, this is me time. Yeah, it was me time, all right. So, anyways, I took the couple of poofy puffy buff puffs that I was going to do. And when I came back in here to sit down for the live stream, I had 5 brand new Jimmy Dean sausage links draped across the wooden piece of my rocking chair. Okay. Why he didn't do this before when I let him out? No clue. But because I did not let him come into the room when I was doing my thing, he left me baked brownies for when I got back. And Papa Rose has joined us this morning. Mugga. Okay, so I don't know if I'm a burnout, and I started to tell this story, or maybe I was thinking of telling you guys this morning, but we get home from camping, check the mailbox for whatever mail we might have got on Saturday, and we had mail from Clark's Cove, and I was like, yay, number one. And hubby was like, because he was like, hey, we got something from the Clarks. Were you expecting something from them? And I was like, no, not really. I don't think so. So, we're going to record it like a live mail call. Okay. Like I have it on my phone. Okay. But it's kind of like, in the raw, so to speak. And when I mean in the raw, I don't mean so emotional, but just like, fucking excuse me. Okay, because he was reading the letter from Robert and Melissa, not out loud. He was reading it to himself, but yet I was looking at the sticker that they gave us, and I was like, wait, what the fuck does this mean? Excuse me. Does this mean that this person discontinued the YouTube channel, or is this like for real? But anyways, we got a heartfelt letter from the Clarks letting us know to keep Tony from Mr. Diggs, always glad for Clad, in our hearts and in our thoughts. And I figured today would be the best time to do a shout out for him. But anywho, I saw the thing on the bottom. And then the letter pretty much was affirmation that, yeah, like, so I know I haven't really been, totally in the loop and stuff. But this is a person that I actually, have a face to the name. I know I've seen him. I've talked to him. So not recently, mind you, but still, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know the ins and outs of it or anything, but I just at least wanted to, I'll probably fix my live stream description later on or whatever, and do like a hashtag or a shout out to Tony for one last hurrah from Brunch with Bean and Little Sprout. So yeah, we were very shocked to. Oh, that's okay, Papa. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know. Is it like really, really recent? Because I swear to God, I saw him. I thought I saw him like about maybe a month or so ago, but I could be wrong. You know what I mean? It could have been the beginning of summer or something, but I thought I saw him in somebody's live stream along the way 3 weeks back. So again, were we close? No, and I can't even believe that this is happening now, but I think it's more from feeling guilt of not knowing, of not being around enough to realize that it wasn't that he was ending his life. I mean, his channel, even though it is that, you know. And again, I don't know if it's my place to ask or anything. I can only assume it was health related. Please God. Because, depression hits people too. And I'm just hoping that wasn't anything. And, not to wish that somebody's health was what took them, but you know what I mean? Yeah. I think, yeah. Well, thank you guys. Like I said, I'm like, okay, why am I recording this? You know what I mean? And I shut the video off. He was ill. Thank you, Guido. Like I said, it's not like he was a stranger, and he wasn't like, a best bud. You know what I mean? Pneumonia. Oh my God. But what can I say? I'm emotional. I'm an empath. I feel shit. But I feel more guilt than anything for not knowing and for being caught off guard like that. But and that sucks. That's like I knew that, something, and I don't mean to keep bringing it up, Guido, but I know that recently in the past, blah, 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 a few months back, that something happened, but I didn't know quite exactly what, but whatever it was, you rebound very well. We'll just say that. So that's good to know. Right? And again, in case Robert and Melissa are here but haven't said anything, thank you for the sticker. Thank you for the heads up. It sucks. Hey, what you doing? We're giving a yabba dabba scream for Tony, right? All right, shake it off, Bean. Fine, until I start talking to people about it, then it's just like, oh my goodness. I'm going to have to try to get a hold of him during one of my spirit sessions. Hey, never talked to him on the phone before, but I know what he sounds like, and so. Right? Sprout is like this at 5 o'clock in the morning, JP. Sometimes he's quiet. He has his moods, I guess, but yeah, he's definitely he's definitely been vocalizing. He's definitely more vocal. His cry has changed. He laughs now. Before he used to cry when I laughed, or when I laughed with Chantel, because it's kind of like my voice in stereo. And we used to spook him. 2 witch cackles. But now when you laugh more than one person, he actually laughs with you. He tries to like be in on the joke, right? No? Did I pull the plug? Can I have a kiss? No tongue. No tongue. Thank you. Lately, I think it's because of his teeth, obviously, because that ain't something I'm teaching him. And you don't see that at home, so all of a sudden he goes to, like, he's only recently been kissing. Usually it was the forehead. Oops, on key. But I've been telling him, which I really shouldn't be telling him to kiss on the lips, but I'm talking about me, not, a fucking stranger in Walmart. I'm booby boop boop. He's laughing. Like the old lady in the market basket that came up to him. She's speaking French, which I'm French, but I don't speak French. And she's like, and I just fucking guessed, and I said 1 year. And then again, I said boy. But she went up to him like he was a great grandkid, and he was fucking like back psycho. Huh? Counting bags of freaking popcorn at her. No, I'm kidding. And he was kind of like, eh, which is odd because normally he's very approachable. Right? You like going grocery shopping, right? Stare at all the lights going by. Kind of like, I guess it's kind of like being in the hospital. Yabba dabba dabba doo. What are you doing? Can you say hi to everybody out there? Look up. Where's the baby? Hi. Can you say hi? Good boy. Hey, everybody. Yeah. Hi. Hi. You want some of Mem's ham and cheese, Sammy? Hold on. It's way better than a pacifier. Can you hear my stomach growling? That's my stomach. You want to try the ham? So yeah. All right, over that shocker. Everybody have a good weekend. JP, I saw some pretty cool pictures from, I'm going to say this past weekend. You guys got a boat? Sweet. My biggest thing lately was I've wanted a pontoon boat for forever. Not so much something that's going to do 60 miles an hour. It's just something to tool around the lake with and have like a hibachi off the back or the side. So you can, have supper on the lake, do nighttime cruises, and you doing that good? That's good. That's good, Bill. Did you have good weather? Hey. Ours was, I want to say, fairly decent. I don't think we got rain. We got rain, a little bit of rain, I think, up north. And one night, I didn't think it was that cold. Like you didn't need to have like 100 layers on. Oh, on their boat. Okay, because you were driving, so I was, like, cool beans. Yeah, so I either wanted a pontoon boat, which the vehicle that we have wouldn't even be able to pull it. At the time, we had a freaking EcoSport. Right. Which is almost as small as one of those Geo Specs or whatever, the freaking smart cars that should have a clown key on the back of it. So the next one would be Oh, I had the name of it. It's like a deck boat. You can have people on it. You know what I mean? Blah blah blah. But it goes a little faster than a pontoon. Get the Bahimi top or whatever. Probably not saying that right. Hey, is it a deck boat? Boo body beep buddy boop ba boo. Cha 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 cha. He likes ripping napkins, by the way. Do you want more bites? That has mustard, ham, cheese, and a little bit of white bread. So make sure you chew it. We haven't, this past year, I haven't been to the beach to watch the sunrise like I have in the past. I haven't done a lick of metal detecting, even though I was going to be like, go back to being cameraman while he does the swinging and the blinging, just to still be part of the team. That hasn't happened. We thought possibly this year, would be the start of taking the baby with us and letting him be the carrot holder, at least for me, if I were to use my machine, and then incorporate him into oh, I thought you were gonna sneeze. Are you alright? Or are you just having a freaking spaz? Holy crap. I thought you were gonna sneeze. You ate the bunny. Is that too big? Let's get a lot of mustard on it. Hold on, you're gonna get inducted into the Hall of Mustard Eating. I'm not very big on mayonnaise, and we won't even suggest Miracle Whip. I don't even know what that shit's made out of, but not anything I want. And I'll ingest a lot of crap, but I'm not a big mayonnaise person. I think I have mayonnaise ever so lightly spread on the bread just to give the bread a little bit of moist and flavor if I have like a steak and cheese. Or as PA Patriot says, fucking cheesesteak. We had a debate on here one day. Not really a debate, but yeah, he corrected me. Cheesesteak. Mayo. I am a French's yellow mustard chick. I always have them. Miracle Whip for the win. Lick. Oh, so you like Miracle Whip, Guido. He does not like mayo. I don't know. There's just something. What is it made with? Is it just egg white whip? I don't know. Miracle. Hold on. That ham sandwich almost came up. Did you just say Miracle Whip and peanut butter sandwich? Oh, no. Fluff and Nutter all the way. Marshmallow fluff and peanut butter. But if you want to do brass tacks, you got to toast the bread first. See, I like having peanut butter toast. I toast the bread, put the butter on it, let it get all melty. Then you do the slight thing of peanut butter, spread of peanut butter. Then you put it back on top of the slots of the toaster. Don't put it in the toaster. You put it on top of the toaster, and you put the little pushy things down, the lever, and not for the whole time of what you would your toast, just a little bit to make the peanut butter ooey gooey, melty ooey. Pop those levers up to make sure that the toaster's off, and you got yummy melted peanut butter toast. Now take it a step further and slap some fucking marshmallow fluff. Even jelly. Oh my god, it's the best thing. Like when you're something craving and it's really late at night and you don't have anything except shit in your cupboards and you get the munchies. A toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwich is the longest kismet when you got the munchies. can make your own s'mores right at home, you know. You can make a what is it called? You can make a s'mores quesadilla if you wanted to. $50 acres. Where's it go? Nice. Nice, Bill. Another thing we haven't done this year, we wanted to try panning the rivers up north in upper New Hampshire as well as into Vermont. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry I didn't give you a bite. Hold on, no freaking. You want to take your own bite? Use your teeth. Oh. Bonus for Milo. That's okay. No forfeit. I know. Hold on. Ready? No. Which is funny too, because when we moved to Raymond, that's where we live now, from Manchester. Freak, my hair is another good piece. Supposedly, up by Pawtuckaway State Park, just right down the road from us, we go and fish at Pawtuckaway Lake. I can't remember if it's 6 miles of lake or whatever. It's good size. They have camping there. Yeah. We go there, fish, kayak, yada yada. Again, haven't been there for a year. Why was they even bringing it up? Oh yeah, they have trails and all that stuff. Well, apparently there used to be a volcano up Pawtuckaway, so I was trying to do research on it because isn't that usually like hand in hand with the granite and stuff like that, and all the boulders, the bedrock? Because there's a place, I guess, that's got a bunch of boulders. That's like part of a trail or something like that. Because I was like, hey, that would be kind of cool to go check out and see if we can, pan somewhere along that way. Maybe we'll find something from back, was jarred loose from the volcano or whatever. Of course, it's just, back in the day was, with my hips and all that stuff, there wasn't being able to climb mountainous rocky regions is, and even still to this day, I have to be careful of what I do. I thought it would make me bionic, but just makes me be able to walk without saying, like having glass in between your joints. That's how it is when it's bone on bone. And Bill can attest to pain because he went through a lot before he got his replaced. But Bill's in the house. Hello, happy Monday. Thanks for joining us. Caca. Caca. Hopefully this one holds on because he's been up for a couple of hours and hasn't had a morning nap yet. So, but if I can put this kid to sleep, rocking side to side on a Canadian glider footstool in a camper, because at nighttime I can't go out. It's too cold to go outside on the porch on the hanging egg chair. Here. Oh, you gotta take it all. There we go. I just keep dropping stuff. The only gold we found so far is a couple of rings on the beach. Which, were we happy? Hell yeah. I think he was the one who found the last 2 gold rings, I think. What you doing? I think he noticed on my shirt, you guys may not see, but on my shirt there were little, not rhinestones, but little bejewels. They're kind of peachy red. So anyways, they're speckled along this leopard print, and that's what he sees, and he's going for is the shiny. So he's learning to go for the shiny. Right? Right. Give me 5. Yeah, good boy. Caw. 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 Put your hand like this. Caw. Can you put your hand up? Ready? Caw. Caw. Oh my goodness gracious, I love you so much. Mm-hmm. Here's another. Yep. And I really don't want to hand him a whole one, because he'll be like Cookie Monster with a cookie. We don't want him deep throating no Cheetos now, do we? Mem, on the other hand, not a problem. We like Cheetos. We like Cheetos. Helps if the little cab is open. Sips. Sure. JP says there's gold in Tennessee. See, the only thing well, then again, you guys proved us wrong last time we said you can't dig or dredge or whatever in New Hampshire, and you were like, you can if you have a permit, because go see Hip B and whoever else is up there doing that stuff. So something we got to look into, maybe for next year. But I also want to squirrel away some money so that maybe we can rent the camper next fall-ish, so that we can be part of what we're going to miss yet again this year. Because I definitely... maybe next year he can take a week off. I mean, yeah, a week vacation, and we can do it in October instead of August, or sometime up north where it's freaking rainy, and we could take a camper down to North Carolina. His brother lives in North Carolina, but are we going to drive down there and go visit them? Fuck no. That's also where my crazy cousin is, married to his brother. So yeah, not only am I their children's cousin, second cousin, I'm also their aunt because I married there. And do we live in the deep south? No, we don't. But at least that shit's legal. It's not like we're, related blood related, married, shit like that. Iron, copper, and aluminum mines where Pop Rouse is. In the eastern part, yeah, not worth trying. So I'm happy that so far so good with my Wi-Fi. Because actually, I walked into the room earlier today and the TV wasn't playing what is normally playing, so I was kind of like, it was like blank. And the baby wasn't up against the cable box, so it's not like he shut it off because I can still see the blue ring. It looks like I'm going to imagine what people's doorbells look like that have the video set up through their doorbell. He saw that and was like, Yahoo! Over his cage. So now I got to try to put something in between the cage and the end table. We have two end tables pushed together, and that's what hold our TV because it's not mounted on the wall. Never has been. Been right where it is for fucking 10 years. But this kid pushes literally because I have a blanket on the floor, so he doesn't wrap his head and all that shit. But he's almost walking on his own at this point. He pushes the freaking blanket away from him, so he's standing on the floor. Yeah, and he knows I'm talking about him, and he pushes that crate, and he pushes it across the floor to the coffee table. He pushes it lengthwise to the sliders. He had a kitty corner here, almost going to the bedroom door to where the rocking chair is because he thought he was going to be getting past that and making it into the kitchen. I'm telling hubby, wait till he's walking because the furniture will be starting to, he's going to grab stuff and attempt to. We got to get the baby latches for all the cabinets and the drawers now because he is walking, leaning against the walls and the cabinets, and he's trying to open the drawers already, which he can do at Auntie Chantel's house. But he's only recently come into the kitchen here on his own. So choo choo choo. And we got the dog bowls on the floor. So time to rethink all of that. Like I'll be busting apart his crate thingy and strategically putting pieces of it here, there, and the other place to keep him from going. He stood up today. He stood up this weekend on the porch camping. I stood him in front of me, and he stood for a good 30 seconds. Didn't take a step, but he stood. Didn't fall. So that was awesome. He did it at Chantel's house a week ago for way less than that. He did it twice, though, but he hung 10 for about 10. Twice. And that's wrong. Gold is in the eastern part of Tennessee, where many gold mines are there. I am in the central Tennessee. So he's in central Tennessee, where there is iron, copper, and... Are you all right? Yeah, all right. I was just making sure I gave you a good-sized piece of Sammy, and I wanted to make sure he's still chewing it. What do you see over there? Yes? It's a new sticker. Yeah, look, look, we match. We got almonds. We all in that color. No, you can't have that. You want this? One thing I did not put over here on the table, which I thought I grabbed, was the jar of peanut butter. These things, they smell so good when you open them. They remind me of blueberry Eggos. You don't want to puffs? The face. What are you laughing at? Because you got puffs. You gonna eat them? Uh-huh. Are you gonna eat your puffs? Milo's down there waiting for you to drop it. Are you gonna eat it? Oh, was that you? Usually coughs after he burps. Oh, two? Two? You got both of them? You gotta chew them, okay? They're like the Cheetos. They're gonna like evaporate or melt or whatever you want to call it, disintegrate with the saliva. Chew, a chew, a chew, 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 a chew, 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 the booty, booty, boop, boop, booty, boop. No kicking the dog. No, no. I'm sorry, that's not something we do, okay? We treat our animals nice. Yes, I know sometimes I talk to them like, but that's because, yeah. That's how it is. That's how I roll. It's a love-hate relationship. I love them. But yet again, we're like on the 12th year, I think, something like that. Thank you. I hope you were trying to give me a kiss and not trying to eat my sandwich out of my face. Thank you. My baby bird. Baby bird. Bird. What you doing? I was going to bring his little pushing walking thing camping this weekend, and I totally spaced it. I love when he does that. We went to my aunt's funeral last Monday, I think it was, is why I didn't have the live stream. And my sister Missy had gum. She's over there talking and she's chewing. And this one's looking at her, and next thing you know, he's like, huh? Did Auntie Missy have gum? Yeah, you're so funny. Yeah. You're so funny. What are you looking at? Do you see your shadow? You see your reflection, huh? Oh, that, or he sees the sun casting the light down on the hummingbird feeder that I've yet to take down. So he's catching the sun and shade flickering, is what it is. He's trying to figure it out, which happens to be past his reflection. We have not one, but two sets of sliders. So the slider from the living room and then the slider that's on the addition, which is also our friggin' front door. But you have to come into an enclosed little porch first. But like I said, we lived in a trailer, so obviously this slider at one point was probably exposed to the outside, as was, we also have a slider window. We have like a fucking drive-up window, okay? That's what we call it, except that it's in the living room. I mean, from the living room into the dining room. However, I think this room is supposed to be the dining room because it's right off from the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'd like eventually to be this. Bring our table that's in the room that we never use in here so that we can actually sit at the dining room table instead of eating off of the couch and the coffee table. And move this into there. See, it's not like heated like the rest of the house, but it has a wall-mounted propane heater. So we could make that area the living room. So when you go to bed here in the bedroom, you don't have what's happening in the living room keeping you awake, whether it's a loud TV or me and the baby, which that is never that. Anyways, because we're in the back bedroom. Whoa, you hear Milo? Shut up, Mai. We'll give him a Cheeto. I don't want to give him a big one. I try to give him the small ones because I'm stingy like that. You want a poof? Good boy. Pew. So hubby has upcoming holiday off, which is Columbus Day. I'll call it a holiday. So he also took Friday off. So we'll be having 4 days. We'll probably leave at the butt crack of dawn on Friday, so most likely we won't be having a stream on Friday unless we actually get up there by my stream time, you know what I mean? And then if it's non-overcast and I actually get service, then I might be able to do like a YouTube live, but no promises. We'll probably still, I'm gonna say, I don't know, we'll probably spend Sunday night and then we'll come back like we do on Sunday, first thing on Monday morning. And then he could come home and take a nap, and if he wants to go out and metal detect while we're back home, he can do that. What? He brings it with him too anyways, but we didn't use it. Like I said, we've been doing so much project-wise on the weekends that we do go up there, and it all depends on the inclement weather, if it's a nice day or whatever. But it did take the entirety of the summer to get our porch pretty much done. Next year, we're going to replace the stupid plastic roofing that we have up right now, which is kind of like, I think it's even thinner than a kid's sled, but winter sled. Hey, Hope, hey, you want this? And replace it with metal roof. I want to get a chimney, which is a clay kind of stove, if you will. It's a clay fire pit. It holds, obviously we're not going to have a huge fire, but it gets pretty chilly when you're away from the fire and we're sitting on our deck. You know, they say you really shouldn't have anything that burns wood on a wood structure because the wood that you are burning can crackle and pop and you have embers. But I want to construct a screen like you would have of either a wood stove or, a fireplace in your house. You get some kind of grate or a screen, pull screen, and do that to the chimney. So, and then have, something, fire retardant placemat, if you will, floor mat, protective sheeting underneath the chimney. And I think that because it's all, except for where the camper is, one wall of it is camper. The rest 3 walls are screen. So it has plenty of airflow. What are you doing? You're so silly. I'm doing this, and the kid's like, you're yelling. So it's got plenty of air circulation. My main thing is I don't like, the season's almost done anyway, so not a big deal. But I don't want to put anything that, gives off enough heat so that we have zips coming from the roof because the plastic is melting. So next year, we will have a chimney because on those goddamn, it was so wet and rainy this year that we didn't get the opportunity to have too many fires here at camp. So with a chimney, even if we're stuck on our porch, we can not only have a source of heat to keep us warm, not being by a fire, but we can also have flame to look at, like, instead of staring at two citronella candles burning in a little pail. But that's the plan. I also want to get a strand of solar lights so that we can string up. Hubby had a good idea too, so I don't know if I can get the small lights like they were before, or the tube light, this rope light or whatever. But he was like, we should do it underneath like the lip of the framework of the where the screen is attached to, which I stained on the inside of the porch this past weekend, dark brown, to match the pergola on the outside of the porch. But he said, yeah, we should run the lights underneath here. That way there it'll downplay. It'll throw the light down on the surface where we're going to be. If we're sitting down, you know what I mean? That's going to be enough ambient lighting going around where we are. And it'll cast the light towards the floor, which is where you want the light to be, so you can see where you're walking. You don't trip into anything. And it won't be so bright where it's going to, if I have the camper door open, you know what I mean, and the baby's in there sleeping, he's sleeping right where your love seat would be in any camper, you know what I mean? It's the love seat, and then it's the dinette. So he sleeps in the love seat area. We took the love seat out. That's on our deck. Nice catch, ma'am. We have his pack and play in that area where the love seat was. Yeah, I think it'll. Plus, I'm gonna get the solar blinds. So during the day, we have shade from the sun. That we have no trees to shade us. So we're going to get the solar blinds, because I did attempt to send away for bamboo blinds, and somewhere along the line, the measurements were not taken or given correctly. They were supposed to be 36 by 72, something like that, so which would be 3 feet wide by 6 feet long. And we got 10 inches wide by 25 inches long. What are we going to use that shit for? So needless to say, there goes our blinds for this year. So I'm just going to get them from from Lowe's or wherever. And I'm just going to get the big ass. Let's see. We got one area that's on one side of the door that's probably 6 feet long. So that would be the 72 inch wide for 6 feet, and then 96 inches wide, 2 of those, and those are about 8 feet. Even though the section I think is around 9 feet, I still gotta measure it with the measuring tape. But you want your shade to have a little bit of room to be able to, pull up and down. You don't want them smashing against each other in between because they're too close. Well, then again, it was going to be like 3 foot wide ones, but now I'm just like 2 8-foot wide and a 6 foot wide. And one area isn't going to be covered with a shade, because that's the side the sunrise comes up on. So it's the least amount of sun exposure. We also have a part of a stockade fence with the points cut off of it, and it's hanging sideways this way, so the slats go this way instead of this way. And they go this way, and we get the sign that my sister and brother-in-law got for us for our anniversary that says the Johnsons. It's like a cast iron circle sign. So that's on the stockade fence, sideways stockade fence, painted gray. Hey. And then it's got black looking wrought iron flower baskets on either side of that, which next year we'll have flowers in, blah, blah, blah. And we're also going to get hanging solar lanterns that actually look like, the flickering stuff. So we'll have that where, like, right now the hanging flower baskets are. So that way there it'll light up the sign, because it's a beautiful sign and we don't want it to go unnoticed. I already screwed it to the fence and I painted over the screws so it totally blends in with the sign. So if any little, like, who's gonna steal it? Like, our camp is on Johnson Road and our last name is Johnson. Okay, so I don't think anybody's gonna be trying to steal our sign off our fence that's on the side of our porch. But we only have one upper part of it that you can actually see if you're standing up through the screen. So privacy-wise, that's not a problem. The curtain, the solar blinds are mainly to block the sunshine. And the wind. I'm telling you, at night, that wind comes across from the wetlands where the beaver pond used to be. Well, the pond's still there, but the beavers aren't. But the wind is, oh my God. My hubby was sitting underneath the cover of Easy Up, and that's what we kind of put over the love seat. That's not supposed to be an outdoor material type deal, so we didn't want it to get like moldy from being out there at night, getting dew and whatever, yada yada yada. So we've been putting like this Easy Up cover over it. Hey, B's in the house. Hello, Luke and Rebecca. Thanks for joining. So he wore that like a fucking Superman cape while sitting on the love seat Saturday night because the wind was jamming. It was so cold in the back of our necks. He said, "Come under here. If you pull it up like a rain slicker, it blocks the wind." It was like a wind whip. Kata! 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 Hi, crazy boy. What are you doing? You want more of this? Oh, you're such a crazy. BC Treasure Trail's also in the house. The tugboat. Doo doo. Tug, 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 tug. What? Hey! Did you not see that? Did you not see this kid trying to kick my mug out of my hand because he's laying back drinking a bottle? I will roll you like a booger and throw you right on the floor. Don't kick the dog. There's no money. There's no money. I'm surprised. I am like so surprised that Grandpa is not in the room right now. I'm having a hot flash, so I gotta put the Celine Fawn on. Last 2 weeks of tugging. Oh, last 2 weeks of tugging. Sorry, I'm like, how did that happen? Like you lost time. I gotta watch your latest vid that you guys put up, Luke. I'm trying to remember what the hell it was. Oh, I'll find it. Forest fires. Oh no. Oh yeah. Is the Canada fire still going? Gong gong. Gong 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 gong. Beep 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 beep. Gong 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 gong. Gong gong gong. Or no, throwing your roaches down. We gave a good path made. Now, next, a camping site. That's awesome. I love that the shack or whatever it was that you guys found. Now you figure if you're on an old farm that's been there from whatever, and not that America is anything like England or whatever, but hey, I was watching these series Return to the Chateau and all this shit. They were renovating French chateaus, people from London, because you could buy a chateau for less than it would cost you to have a flat in London or something. Gay, whatever. But they have the chateau, which to me is a castle. Okay, shut up, bye. And they have outbuildings, and they have like an orangery, which is where they would grow their fruit trees that normally you can't have because of the weather and all that stuff. Fruit trees and possibly even olives and stuff like that. And they're spices. They also had piggeries, shit like that, for livestock. So you could have found a livestock barn, a slaughterhouse, anything like that. Excuse me. Oh. Hey. He's just going to throw it. We know this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Peekaboo boo. You chewing on it? I would too if I was teething. It's Robert. Shut up, Mai. Careful, you don't want to chip your teeth. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Your boys must be loving it on your new property. Mrs. Can-Do, I almost grabbed the baby's bottle. Mrs. Can-Do's in the building. Hello. Mug. Thank you for joining. Oh, I do have a sip left in here. See what's going on. Hi, Mr. Can-Do. Hi. Good boy. He's looking at himself on the TV. I have our live stream being broadcast on our TV, so he has something familiar to stare at. Which is so cute now that he does that when he watches his little baby bum whatever videos, and it's the nursery rhyme songs, and he starts humming to the ones that he likes now, so that's cute. Oh my God, you're all sick. Oh, that sucks. I had something last week, the week before that. started off, it was actually during my live stream, I had said that my throat was feeling kind of weird the previous evening. Then during my live stream, it was not just my throat, but I could feel it behind and the way back of my nose. So I knew it was definitely traveling. Then it went from there down into my chest and right back up into my nose. But the whole, runny nose, nasal drip, and congestion that only lasted like overnight. It was like a 24-hour thing. That's awesome, and that's where you want them to be. Enjoying their surroundings. Get them into, learning to fish and hunt. So like you guys said, your thing is to be self-sufficient, as much as possible. Canning, that's awesome too. If you have a garden, you guys can save all your vegetables. It's freaking it's really, it really is awesome. Really, really. I am so happy for you guys. What do you want? Choices, decisions. What you want? This one? Could you still have drink left in it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would make that building into like a boys' clubhouse or something. How cool would that be? How cool would that be? You guys done with your homework or your chores. You guys can go exploring. You guys can go hang out, do, I was going to say crafts, but read your comic books or whatever the hell, play paint gun wars on your own property. The possibilities are endless. You ate a lot of peaches. A lot of apples and grapes and walnut trees. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. Ow! That was a song reference. I was going to say, we have a reference for peaches too, but they're not canned. I used to send my hubby texts see, my husband never, like, why don't you call? Why don't you pick up the phone and call? And then he received a text message, a picture text message, let's just say. Then he realized why texting could be so cool. But I used to send him a text saying, hurry up. I got dessert waiting for you. You got peach cobbler. I'm here, text away. Oh, he's here. No, remember I used to send you texts saying your peach cobbler was waiting for you to get home. Grandpa came in at just the right time. Talking peaches. Don't kick the doggy. Like I said, he's tired. He's been up since he got up this morning, which is right after Grandpa left for work. Well, probably a little bit later than that. I think it was like 6:30. I was kind of like, are you all right? I didn't know if he was wrapped up in his blanket. Sorry, I'm out in the house this morning. Need to figure out how to get rid of them. Good luck with that. Cats. You got cats? Before they chew. New water. Cats. Cats, the spring traps, put peanut butter peanut butter on that little thingy. We also have those sticky things, which I hate because there's nothing worse than getting up in the morning and go make a cup of coffee and you got like picture Twister. You got a mouse in a Twister fucking pose. And he's like, and you can see where he was stuck somewhere else, but managed to get that off. And it sucks because it could be like one toe stuck on the pad and the rest of him is fighting for all hell to get off. But he can't, like they'll drag it too. But once you get to like the side of the refrigerator, good luck trying to get, a pad like this through the crack or whatever. I used to pick them up because, like I said, I feel bad because they're still alive. They're, like fucking panting hard trying to get off of this sticky pad. So I would pick up the pad and I would throw it into a grocery bag, twist the grocery bag up, and then give it one whack off the counter or the island, which my hubby would always laugh. But I don't want to throw them outside and then have them like slowly suffocate in a plastic bag and or freeze because in the wintertime when they, come in or whatever. So I whack them out. At least I give them one good whack, whoosh, hopefully humane enough. And then I throw it out onto the porch because I don't want it to be in the kitchen garbage and reeking as it starts to decompose. It's another thing if you have them in your cabinets, man. You got to constantly be like, check it to make sure, because if you did get something, they go bad. Picture a banana in your freaking cabinet. You open it up and freaking you're in the Amityville horror house and all these flies come out. Annette, X-Man is in the house again. I almost grabbed the baby bundle. Hello, welcome, mugga. Cats, yes. Cats are pretty cheap. They'll even bring you the mice. The ones they don't eat are the ones they're planning on eating. Stop. Unlike dogs that really don't do a whole hell of a lot for you. If they were bigger, yeah, they could be guard dogs and stuff. Well, I'm not saying ours can't because, I don't know. It's like being bit by a rat, I guess. That's when you keep them, well, I was going to say, have them mostly outdoor cats, but they're outdoor cats. Good luck getting the mice in the house, right? So get female cats. Female cats don't spray. They bleed, but they're always licking, you know what I mean? So they'll clean their shit up anyways. But I'm telling you right now, I ever get another dog, it's definitely going to be a female because male dogs are the fucking worst, let me tell you. What you doing? CP boy. CPP. Want to do the Cheeto branch? Let me get this off my arm so I don't wipe you. Oh, you want to go this way? You want to do the hug mug? Oh my goodness, he's too tired. Oh, I don't know. Give me this arm. Oh, this is what we have to do for right now, okay? $12 cats. Holy moly. I can't even picture 12 cats. And then I just keep picturing Just Be Cool. What the hell? Didn't he say he had like fucking 30 of them? Milo, shut up. I know going on adventures and finding out what you have on your property is so cool. I love those abandoned property shows, stuff like that. Like, it's either going to be a war or something. Somebody was out to get you, and you leave all your freaking shit behind, except for maybe money, a few things on your back, and what you can carry with you, and the rest is left. Hey, see, that's the whole thing, man. What the fuck, man? Chemical warfare, germ warfare. Like, you don't do this shit to your own. You don't do it to anybody, okay? I was gonna say your own people, but that would be totally wrong of me too. To know that how many people were killed and lives turned upside down in 2020 because of this bullshit. 2020 and on, beyond. Hey, kid. I said shut your face. No, I'm gonna with you. I am with you. I'm gonna. I'm reading your all comments. Well, I'm trying to rock this kid because he is so overdue. It's not even funny. Depending on how he is, I may end up ending the stream at the 1 hour and a half mark. $17 cats. I can't even imagine. So yeah, to like about 11:20, 11:18. I think I might call it at 11:30. Only because I can't see continuing if he's going to be screaming and crying. You know what I mean? None of you deserve to have to deal with that. I don't think I've ever had any more than one. I've had more than one dog at one point, but cats, no. It's another thing too is my shoulder just cannot deal with, like, it's already cramping up, so I'm gonna have to like flip them. It's so bad. My shoulders are, my muscles and my biceps and shit are like on fire. Wash your voice for 3 weeks. Oh. I'm laughing at what you wrote. You take in strays and ferals and rehome them. Oh my god, a feral cat. Can you imagine? Cats have attitudes as it is. Never mind one that's been out on its own trying to get by. We actually had a buck run up along the side of our car on the way to camp this weekend as we were going to camp. Love the animals too, and they are a couple running around here. Sure, gummies are good for nausea. One of these days I will break down and get myself some, but I still have it written down somewhere unless I threw it out when I cleaned out my drawer. Type of magic mushrooms that grow. Oh, I saw you looking for them the other day on your video. Huh. Well, you better make sure that you know for sure before you start sampling these mushrooms. I would hate anything to happen. I've seen Chinese people or whatever Asian people that have their whole lives pick mushrooms and make use them, and a whole family passed because they picked the wrong one. So pretty scary. This one's starting to fall asleep. So again, I think I am going to call it at the one at the what the fuck time is it? It's 11:21. We're going to end the stream at 11:30. Paula Abrams, hello. I would mug you, but it's way over there, and Sprout is just going out. He has not been for a nap since he woke up this morning at like 6:30. So he's definitely pooped. Yeah, you know those apps like what is this plant or what is that? And it'll ID it for you. Definitely get something like that. You know what I mean? So that you can get pictures of all different angles from it, and it'll tell you whether or not you can eat it or not eat it. And I always thought, then again, that's wrong because raspberries and strawberries are red. But I always thought that the color red, for the most part, berries that grow on the trees and stuff like and mushrooms were poisonous and stay away from them. Test them on children first. Fucking BC says Jason. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. Shrooms are nasty. You gotta eat them with a bag of Skittles. That's the last time. Well, yeah, it's been years and years and years, but the last time I had some magic mushrooms was hilarious. I think my daughter Katie just turned like 17 or whatever, and me and my sister Cheryl and Katie went to Clough State Park, and we put up a little dome tent, and we tripped for about 4 or 5 hours, and then we back to town after we got that out of our system. Oh my god, I was like, we were drawing. That was another thing. Go ahead and draw shit and then save it. And when you're straight, you look back on it and you go, oh my god. Sleepless nights because of the moon. Yeah. That's true too. It's been ginormous the last couple of days. Beautiful. I tried catching it. Not catching it like a leprechaun. I tried capturing it from my cell phone Saturday night, but it kind of blurry on one. A puppy pill yesterday. A what puppy pill yesterday? It was supposed to help give me some energy, but instead it knocked me for a loop. Oh, a peppy pill. I was gonna say, you know what? Not to like sound like an idiot or anything like that, but I have taken my dog's prescription because at one point she's no longer here with us, but our 120-pound Rottweiler, We were both on Tramadol at one point, so um, it pretty much works the same. You know what I mean? Shut the fuck up, Mike. I don't know if you can hear that. That is definitely not my stomach. It's my dog under the table bitching for more food. We had about 5 minutes left to the stream because, like I said, this kid's actually dead weight. My arm lately has been really acting up bad. That's another reason why I can't sleep because I put off having my left shoulder replaced, and I think shit's starting to affect going down my arm. If they have red on them, then I must. Really? Because I thought they used a certain bug for red dye. That red dye taste is the worst of all the food colorings. It almost tastes like an aspirin. But I was told that the red food dye comes from bugs. Certain beetle. It's the same thing with Benadryl. What might make somebody bounce off the wall could also knock somebody out. Both of my kids had the chicken pox one day. One day, damn, for like a fucking week. I gave them Benadryl to help with the itching. It knocked my oldest daughter, Chantel, out, and Katie was bouncing off her bed. She was like speeding out. Shh. Then again, I'm all set with eating bugs. I'm not one for eating insects. I don't care if they're chocolate covered or not. I'm not eating a scorpion. I'm not eating a tarantula. I like lobster, but I don't eat the inside part of that whole. It gets segments. That whole head segment that's about a rectangle with the antenna. That shit I chuck. Okay, I'm not eating anything that's green and yucky. They're like it's lobster guacamole. I don't eat fucking regular guacamole. Okay. Yeah, I eat if the claws and mainly the tail. I don't even bother with the legs because I'm all set with trying to suck fucking seaweed food from a straw, from an oceanic straw. No bugs for me. I mean, I do shrimp and I do lobster. Those are ocean bugs. They say that the lobster is or the shrimp is the cockroach of the ocean. Why? Because they're bottom feeders. So everything that starts like the human or the fish that's right here up at the surface, and the shark or whatever comes up from below and munches the shit out of it, and all the little fine bits start falling and falling and falling, and anything that's in between here and here, eat it. La, 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 and spit it out or whatever, and then the freaking lobster and the shrimp get the leftovers. You ever see Finding Nemo or whatever? Shush. That little thing that's cleaning, that's eating the poop and stuff that's in the aquarium. Shock. No more cleaning. Okay. But yeah, he was he was out there eating it. The first time I ever cooked and cleaned a lobster, I couldn't eat it afterwards. I was like, so I put it in the refrigerator, and then the next day I tore the claw and the tails apart and quickly like reheated them in a strainer on top of steaming water, so that I heated it quickly that way. I just dipped it in. Thank you for coming, Paula. And it's not a problem because actually we are at the 1 hour and a half mark. And I said I was going to end it at 11:30 because my arm is killing me. So with that, on risk waking him up, thank you all for joining me today. Again, rest in peace, Tony. Mr. Diggs, always glad for Clad. I will try to make contact with you on the next spirit session I hold. And with that, I'm not sure if we will have a live stream through StreamYard on Friday, but we may do a live through YouTube if weather permits while we're up at camp. Until then, everybody have a wonderful, wonderful week, and make sure you take time out to tell the people that you love how special they are and what they mean to you. You could be gone like that. With that, take care, everybody. Being in Little Sprout, out. Little Sprout is definitely out for the count. Bye-bye, guys. I'm going to hit it with my finger. No.